one win away from securing that outright semifinals berth. Pagkatapos ito, meron pa silang dalawang laro. One against Talking Text, na hindi sila nakakasigurado because Talking Text is always a very dangerous team. What with a lot of new acquisitions, si Don Aliado at saka si Renren Ritualo. Then their last game is against Santa Lucia Realty. So baka feeling din ng Purefoods, okay, let's give this one up because they're not 100%, and then maybe they can hope for that outright semifinals berth by winning one of its last two games. But, well, for Red Bull, they really want to prove a point.
Oh, yeah.
Grabe ginagawa dito ng Red Bull.
Ang report kanina ni Patricia was that Coach Yeng Yao was not even thinking about it, about getting a semifinals berth, an outright semis berth, dahil medyo malayo eh. The magic number, as you said, is 11. They're at 7 now. Samantalang itong Purefoods, one win away.
Well,
but, you got to start somewhere.
Oh, yes. Ang hinahabol dito ng Red Bull, hindi lang yung a possibility for the outright semifinals berth, and that means all they have to do is to win the next 3 games, and for Purefoods to lose the next 3 games, including this one. And for Red Bull, outside of the target ng outright semifinals berth, ang hinahabol din nila is an outright quarterfinals berth. That seems to be a cinch for them. Now si Paolo Bugia, playing here for the first time in this game, naka-steal doon si Roger Yap.
Ginagawan si Topex Robinson, and Bugia gives up the foul. Well, Roger Yap giving Topex Robinson a taste of his own medicine. Kanina marami pong bin-rake up the play itong si Topex Robinson. But here, it's going to be a long, hard climb para sa Chunky Giants, but again, you have to start somewhere.
Yung tipong depensa pinapakita dito ng Red Bull, especially in the second quarter, that actually creates a panic situation on the opponent. Then nakita natin, Purefoods just was not able to adjust and respond to the pressure defense. Sandali, ano ito? May timeout tayo.
Of the early timeout called by Coach Yeng Yao, a holding foul is called on Mark Pingris. 14 seconds on the shot clock of Red Bull. Lamang pa rin sila ng 17. And Rico Villanueva pinapikan sa baseline.
So na yun ang nilalaro ng Purefoods sa depensa. And si Coach Yeng Yao, medyo may pagkasigurista to, ha? He must have checked in the statistics that Purefoods out-rebounded Red Bull in the first half, and that's the reason why he's got Paolo Bugia and Enrico Villanueva playing together to make sure that that doesn't happen again in the second half, that they get out-rebounded.
Dalawang turnover, no? Isa ng Red Bull, isa ng Purefoods, and Lordy Tugade gets into the act early in the third quarter, cutting the lead, or upping the lead of Red Bull to 19 once again at 47-28. And we were asking about Kirby Raimundo. What's the latest, Patricia?
Well, Kirby's injury on his left Achilles, which is an old injury, is turning out to be more serious than they first thought. According to Coach Koy Banal, nag-decide na si Coach Ryan na hindi nila pabalikin si Kirby this game. And they're on a wait-and-see situation kung pababalikin pa si Kirby in their next 2 games or pagpapahingahin na lang. Currently, he's in the locker room getting tape and ice. Back to you, Ed and Kinito.
Doesn't sound good.
Oh, dire situation. Dahil na nilang injuries, reminds me a little bit of what Barangay Ginebra is going through.
Oo nga. Pero despite that, sabi mo nga, inspired win by Ginebra last Friday.
Oh, one of the most entertaining games we've seen in a long, long time. Napakaganda ng laro na yun. And you gotta give credit also to Talking Text. They were in there fighting tooth and nail to the very end. And this team is still adjusting with a lot of new acquisitions. But napakaganda ng laro na yun. 124-121. Mark Aguima, 42 points.
Yes.
Shootout ang nangyari doon.
Samantala, Paolo Bugia hemmed in. Here's Lordy Tugade picking it up. Tugade. Binigay kay Bugia. Oh! An offensive foul is going to be called on Bugia.
Well, that time, Purefoods forcing Red Bull to play the half court. At yung touted defense ng Purefoods, yan. That showed, finally, no, sa game na to, especially in that half court set ng Red Bull. Purefoods, of course, sabi nga natin kanina, is the league's #1 defensive team.
Here's Roger Yap with 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Roger Yap inside. And the rebound. Roger Yap himself with a reverse layup. May tatawagan ng foul. Paulo Bugia na naman. Pangatlo na yan. Coach Ryan Gregorio on your screens a while back. And Roger Yap will try to close the gap even more. Kanina po nag-umpisa itong ating third quarter. 20 lamang ng Red Bull. Now stands at 17. Make that 16. As Roger Yap connects on his first.
And only his first point sa game na to. Roger Yap adjusting very comfortably now to his new role as point guard ng Purefoods.
Doing pretty well. Thank you very much. Si Roger Yap. And the lead is 15. Binaba na po ng Purefoods ang kalamangan. And Lordy Tugade misses from the outside. Roger Yap with a rebound. Tumatakbo ang Purefoods. Gets it over to James Yap inside. And they cut the lead down further. Now standing at 13 points. Junti Valenzuela down the middle. Jensen na mayari kanina. And Topix Robinson recovers it to Paulo Bugia. Rims out. And the loose ball out of bounds in favor of Purefoods.
Breaks now going Purefoods side, huh?
Yeah. At yung mga tira kanina ng Red Bull na parang napakadali. Ngayon naman, ayaw pumasok. Yung kay Paulo Bugia, akala natin, okay na. Pasok na, pero lumabas pa. Ganun din yung kay Junti Valenzuela. 8 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the third quarter. James Yap has it. Binigay kay Mark Pingris against Rico Villanueva. Pingris is inside the paint. He goes up. This is Quesada. Rico Villanueva has the rebound. Binigay kay Paulo Bugia. Bugia forward now to Lordy Tugade. And Topix Robinson will set up the play para sa Red Bull. Junti Valenzuela at the corner is open. Yeah. Balik na naman sa 15, kalamangan ng Red Bull. James Yap out to Roger Yap. Ray Evangelista, balik ko rin kay Roger. There's a steal by Junti Valenzuela. Valenzuela lays it in.
Get the turnover. Forced by Red Bull. Good defense na anticipate nila. Limited kasi ang movement ng Purefoods that time. Kanya again yung anticipation ng Red Bull. No? Nababasa nila kung saan magagaling yung pasa at saan pupunta yung pasa.
Mark Pingris inside to Richard Yee and a traveling call on Yee.
Another turnover. Tatlo na yan for Purefoods sa quarter na ito. And now they have a total of 20 turnovers in this game.
That is a lot. More than halfway through with the third quarter. Junti down low to Rico Villanueva. Double teamed. Ray Evangelista takes it away. Out of this Roger Yap. James Yap. Down low to Richard Yee. Richard Yee umaatras. Goes baseline. Nakita si Ray Evangelista libre. Wala! And Bugia with the rebound, fouled by Ray Evangelista. That's going to be number 4 on him. And the third team foul on Purefoods for this quarter. Samantala si Peter June Simon is being dispatched by Coach Ryan Gregorio for Roger Yap. Eugene Tejada will also come in kasusunod the dead ball situation for the Chunky Giants. Junti making like a point guard. Lordy Tugade for 3. Oh! TM Trishan mula sa pinalakas na TM. Power to the people.
Parang cold-blooded assassin ito sa Tugade, no? Pag tumira ng 3-point shot, and then he just looks away after uncorking.
Parang masakit talaga eh, no? Masasaktan talaga yung kalaban eh. Parang
grabe, no?
Parang sinaksak sa dibdib eh. Ayun na naman si Lordy. And the tip in by Rico is no good. Loose ball recovery by Peter June Simon. And both Junti and Topex were acknowledging the foul. Let's see who they call it on. Mukhang si Junti, ano, ha? It is back to a 20-point advantage here by Red Bull. Naimbag na rin yung amin na po sa mga kaibigan po natin dyan sa Northern Luzon, Ilocandia. Ito po ang inyong PBA third quarter action between Purefoods and Red Bull. James Yap missing the shot. Rico Villanueva with the rebound. Binigay kay Lordy Tugade. Tugade to the front court. Sinulubog ni James Yap. Humihingi si Paolo Bigia. Lopez Robinson back to Junti Valenzuela. Valenzuela looking at Rico Villanueva. Villanueva against Richard D. Nabot kay Lordy Tugade. Tugade inside. Nabitawan ng bola. Napulot to Peter Jun Simon. Hinahabol ni Topex Robinson who gives up the foul. Only the first on Topex Robinson. Kaya palang lakas ng loob eh. But that'll be the 15th foul para sa Red Bull Barako here in the third quarter. Siya nga pala, kung di po ninyo inabutan kanina, ang ating unang laro, exciting finish in that game between Alaska and Santa Lucia. And Alaska winning out by 7, 98-91. Nick Velasco was adjudged as the best player in that game. Second foul on Enrico Villanueva sends Mark Pingles to the free throw line.
Tatlo lang ang nakaka-score dito for Purefoods sa quarter na to. And that's Roger Yap, si Pingles at si James Yap.
Loose ball foul. Peter Jun Simon picking up his second personal foul. 5 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the third period.
Bumagal ang pace ng laro dito ng Red Bull, and I really think it's because Cyrus Baguio is not on the floor. He makes such a big difference in terms of tempo. Pagpasok ni Cyrus Baguio, talaga tumatakbo, lumilipad.
Live well
ito Red Bull, oo. And also, he puts a lot of pressure on the offensive player because of his defense. He's scrambling all over.
Topex Robinson. Binigay kay Junti Valenzuela. Balik ulit kay Topex. He tries a three-point shot. Not there. Paulo Mugia goes up. Ayaw. Mugia na naman. Pinal ni James Yap.
Well, we did point out. Yes, we did point out that the reason kung bakit Bugia and Villanueva are playing at the same time is because nakita malamang ni Coach Yang Giao na in the first half, out-rebounded ng Purefoods ang Red Bull. Nakita naman natin, no? 2 chances to score, actually 3 for Red Bull in that sequence.
Hindi nga alam, walang pumasok. Lordy Tugade from afar. Ayun! Tres! Mula sa pinalakas na TM. Power to the people.
Wala, expressionless eh. Pagtira niya ng 3 points, he just looks away. Doesn't smile, he doesn't smirk. Cold-blooded assassin. Ayan po si Lordy Tugade.
Meanwhile, Eugene Tejada scores underneath para sa Purefoods. Junti Valenzuela at midcourt, met by James Yap, already has 4 personal fouls. Topex Robinson. Nilabas kay Junti. They swing it over to Lordy. Tugade. Foul.
Penalty na against Purefoods.
Second personal on Eugene Tejada. Pareho na sila ng Red Bull. Nasa penalty. Dito po sa ating third period. And a couple of shots coming to Lordy Tugade. Noong first half, 6 points yan, 2 3-point shots. Eto, 14 na. He's made 8 here in the third quarter, including 2 more 3-point shots. Couple of substitutions here on the part of Purefoods. Eugene Tejada and Richard D. are recalled to the bench in favor of Roger Yap and Ray Evangelista. One more shot for Lordy Tugade.
Ang linis malinis nung pumasok.
Walang aling.
His shot is pretty close to the kind of shot that Larry Fonachero also makes.
Yeah.
Ang lilinis eh.
And Mark Pingris shoots over Junti Valenzuela.
Pingris 8 of his 12 coming here in the third period.
Alright, ito, medyo full court press ang Purefoods and Junti Valenzuela recovers it to Rico Villanueva. Villanueva goes up and it's in. Parang ang dali ah.
And for Villanueva, that's only his 4th point in this game.
Mark Pingris, offensive foul. Not much going for Purefoods at this juncture. We have 3 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Paulo Bugia. Binigay kay Topex Robinson. Valenzuela for 3. Wala. But Lordy Tugada recovers it. Pinabas ulit kay Junti. Valenzuela to Paulo Bugia from the side. Kanina, daming layup ni Paulo Bugia ay pumasok. Yung jump shot na pumasok. Peter June Simon is challenged by Enrico Villanueva in midair, and a foul is going to be called on Rico. That'll be number 3 on him. And Peter June Simon will have 2 opportunities from the free throw line.
Well, with the lead that Red Bull has posted, nakikita natin dito on Purefoods, they're just going one-on-one. They're not even trying to pass the ball, move the ball around. Every time someone has an opportunity to score, titira na lang because it's such a big lead and they want to be able to chop this down as quickly as possible.
Well, they were able to cut it down to 13, I believe, sometime in the early going as you look at Kirby Raimundo. And the report, the latest report by Patricia Hizon was that Kirby will be sidelined for this game. Kanina, the word was that okay pa siya, kaya ilaro. Pero napag-desisyon na huwag na munang palaroin. Oh! Mark Pingris throws it down! And the full court press here by Purefoods.
Maganda yung defense ang pinapakita ngayon ng Purefoods.
Has resulted in a couple of turnovers. Ray Evangelista inside. And Rico Villanueva challenged that shot. He will pick up another foul.
Mark Pingris.
Ray Evangelista, normally a pretty respectable free throw shooter. Misses on the first. Samantala, James Yap, pinalitan ni Paul Artadi. Mick Pinisi is in for Enrico Villanueva, who just picked up his 4th personal. Uy, dalawang mintis. But Mike Pingris is there once again para sa Cherokee Giants. Paul Artadi. Roger Yap against Lordy Tugade, met by Topex Robinson. Simon is open for 3. Ayaw. And Lordy Tugade comes down with a rebound. 2 minuto na lang ang nalalabay sa third quarter. Topex Robinson. Nilabas kay Cyrus Baguio. Balik ulit kay Topex. Hindi naman. Nandun mo si Mark Pingris sa ilalim.
Ang bilis kasi ng reflexes ni Topex Robinson, getting the jump on Mark Pingris. Robinson now in double figures with 11.
Foul on Lordy.
Penalty situation.
Peter June Simon at the line. Alright, so Mike Ray back. Papasok for the first time this evening. Para sa Red Bull, he will spell Paulo Bugia. Ngayon lang ginamit si Rayback. Peter June Simon makes good on both tries. A minute and a half to go here in the third period. Tatawag ng timeout si Coach Yeng Yao ng Red Bull. Got a 21-point lead over Purefoods. James Yap scored only 11 points. We say only dahil alam naman natin yan si James Yap. Yan po ang gunner ng Purefoods Chunky Giants. But tonight, the defense of Red Bull has really worked wonders para dito sa mga kabataan ni Coach Yeng Yao. That has given them this 21-point lead with a minute and 32 to go here in the third quarter.
Purefoods offense talagang virtually non-existent dito. No? They've only scored 44 points at patapos na tayo sa ating third period. That's also because a lot of their gunners are absent. Si Kirby Raimundo played only briefly.
Noy Castillo, wala.
Oo.
Si Jun Lipot, wala. Saka pala, I did it my way. There, Yusuf Polanco yun. Live in Manila for a memorable two-night concert, May 14 and 15 at the Araneta Coliseum. Tickets available at SM TicketNet outlets in Araneta Coliseum. Brought to you by San Miguel Coffee and Magnolia Ice Cream, quality products from San Miguel Corporation. I did it my way. Paul Anka. Mick Pinizzi throws it away. Ito naman si Roger Yap para sa Purefoods. Binigay ka Paul Artadi. Artadi handing it off to Roger. Roger Yap laban kay Cyrus Baguio. And the jump shot. That was June Simon, actually. Peter June Simon. Topex Robinson. Pasigsag-sigsag. Binigay kay Cyrus Baguio. Here's Rayback. They did a set shot. Wala. Woo, Lordy Tugrane got the rebound, but he lost it to Roger Yap. Here comes Paul Artadi. Nabitawa! Ano yan? Bakit?
Turn off na naman against Purefoods.
Ay, nako.
Still a 21-point lead enjoyed here by Red Bull. So despite the effort made here by Purefoods sa kanilang depensa, Purefoods has, rather Red Bull has even increased its lead by one from the half.
Ito si Lordy Tugade against Ray Evangelista. Nilabas ni Cyrus Baguio. Got 6 on the shot clock. Lordy!
After Lordy Tugade hits the shot, he just turns away.
Diaz mula sa pinalakas na TM. Power to the people.
May klase talaga, no?
24 na po ang abante ng Red Bull. Roger Yap. Paul Artadi, yes. Boy, did they need that. 2 seconds to go here in the third. And there's the buzzer. Cyrus Baguio hindi na nakita. Here's Pinochet for 3. Wala. And Roger Yap streaks into the front court. Tuloy-tuloy. Ayaw. Ray Evangelista comes down with the offensive board. And he is smothered inside. Pero nakuha ni Paul Artadi. Start of the fourth quarter, folks. And there's Roger Yap. Passes out to Peter June Simon. Simon off the glass. And Simon has 7 points in the game for the Purefoods cause. Celino Cruz, signaling play number 1 para sa Red Bull. Lumalabas si Cyrus Baguio. Baguio inside the labas kay Mick Pinisi. And his pass. Wanting na maagaw ni Paul Artadi. And there's the 24-second shot clock violation. Buzzer going off on Red Bull.
Pingris given a rest here by Coach Ryan Gregorio. Defensive unit on the floor here for Purefoods. Makita natin ang third quarter field goal percentage. Purefoods 35% shooting.
Medyo nag-improve ng konti, pero not enough.
Baba pa rin.
Mas mataas pa rin sa Red Bull. Halos 50%. Peter June Simon gets away from Larry Pinochet. And Pinochet gives up the foul.
Para lang makikita natin dito that Simon is a designated scorer na for Purefoods. Wala si James Yap on the floor. And he is not going to be relied on for too many points. He's there for defensive purposes. Artadi the same way.
Roger Yap has been anemic in his scoring tonight. Roger. Ayun, pinalpas sa likod ni Cyrus Baguio. There's a foul. Second personal on Cyrus Baguio. And a couple of shots here para kay Roger Yap. Uros ni sila mga Bisaya, mga Higala. You gotta make those. Maintain na habol. At dito sa second half, dito nagmimimintis itong Purefoods sa kanilang free throw. Sayang na sayang yun. Splits his charities and the lead is 19. And naman yung full court press ng Purefoods. And that, woohoo! Malakas!
Ito, pagkakataon na for Purefoods.
Yeah, to gain some headway here. Kaya makabawi-bawi ito Purefoods. Peter June Simon, binigay kay Roger Yap. Ayaw tumira. Inabangan siya ng way back. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Roger Yap, binigay. Richard D.
Oh, yes.
Not his usual shot, but he made it. Narito si Cyrus Baguio. And Larry Pinasher off to Vic Pinisi. To the point guard, Salino Cruz. Here's way back. Larry Pinasher lets it fly and he misses.
Red Bull now successive misses here as this defense of Purefoods looks like it's clicking. Oh,
Peter June Simon, as you getting mentioned, is now the designated gunner here for the Chunky Giants. At tumayo pa kanina si Kirby Raimundo to tap Peter June Simon on the back. For a job well done. But he will try and get the 2 points from the free throw line.
James Yap waiting now to check back in.
Enjoy the game here tonight. Itong magiting na console natin sa Brunei, Darussalam. And it is now 68-53. Naibaba na po sa 15. Ang kalamangan ng Red Bull, but Vic Pinisi scores inside.
Very easy play, sealed job by Nick Pinisi. Again, yung balance ng combination ni Coach Yeng Giao on the floor always has 2 big men. Now with Pinisi and Rayback making sure that they get the points inside, also to get domination of the boards.
He's gone on Peter June Simon his third. Patricia, what's up with Coach Yeng?
Well, Coach Yeng is not taking any chances and is hell-bent on denying Purefoods a win in the semifinal seat. Maski tinatambakan nilang Chunky Giants, gusto pa rin ni Coach Yeng Giao more energy on defense. Sa offensive game plan nila, he wants his players to be more patient in breaking down Purefoods' man-to-man defense and to penetrate more. Pag nag-zona naman ng Purefoods, expect Red Bull shooters to unleash more lethal shots from the corner. Back to you, Ed and Kinito.
That's right, and Vic Pinisi tried one from top of the key.
In other words, merciless.
Oh, Ray Evangelista with a good tap.
Coach Yeng Giao really wants to make sure that Purefoods talaga didiin nila, ibabaon nila.
Here's Paul Artadi. Binigay kay Richard Yee. Richard Yee inside. Another offensive foul is going to be called. And good positioning there by Salino Cruz.
That's 2 straight offensive fouls charged against Purefoods.
That's got to be very frustrating for Coach Ryan Gregorio. Walong minuto eksakto nalalabig dito po sa labanang ito ng Red Bull at ng Purefoods Chunky Giants. Cyrus Baguio running into Ray Evangelista. He'll be called for the offensive foul. Wow.
Baguio now quickening the pace, and that's what Red Bull wants. Back to that pace that they had or that they showed from second quarter nung talagang tinakbuhan nila ang Purefoods and forced Purefoods to 12 turnovers.
Narito ngayon si Roger Yap. Tumatawid ng center court line against Larry Pinasher de la Basketball Artadi. Mark Pingris goes up and is fouled. Two shots here para kay Mark Pingris.
Purefoods na isang foul. Wala pa sila rito sa quarter na to. And Red Bull already in the penalty.
That's correct. 7:37 to go. Purefoods spotless on team fouls here. But we got to make the free throws. Eugene Tejada pumasok muli para kay Ray Evangelista. Kanina nakita niyo na si Kirby Raimundo na nandiyan na sa bench pero hindi pa rin paglalaroin yan. Nagpasya na po si Coach Ryan Gregorio not to risk it.
Another double-double performance for Pingris. 15 and 14.
And the press break here by Red Bull. Selena Cruz again at midcourt. Off to Cyrus Baguio. Here's Larry Pinachel. Titira ng tres. Not there. Selena Cruz taps it pero nakuha ni James Yap. James Yap to Mark Pingris. Malakas. Selena Cruz nabitawan ng bola. Nakuha ni Mike Wakeback. Panilig kay Selena Cruz forward down to Larry Pinachel. Pinachel jumps a pass to Vic Benitez at the corner. And they want to set it up. Sabi ni Selena Cruz, ayusin natin ang mga buhay natin. Here's Cyrus Baguio. Ganda sana na pasahan pero naipit na si Cyrus Baguio dun sa baseline and he stepped on it. 70-54, 16-point lead by Red Bull, and Coach Yang Giao sues for a 30-second timeout here as he feels that Purefoods is gaining some headway here in the fourth quarter. 6 minutes and 51 seconds to go. At eto po mga kaibigan, nag-uusap-usap itong mga taga Red Bull. Sabi nga ni Patricia, ayaw ni Coach Yang Giao na bigyan ng pagkakataon itong Purefoods na makabalik. 6 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the game and a 16-point lead by Red Bull.
Two things na nangyari dito. Two things that I think that Purefoods has been successful at doing here in the fourth period. Number one, they were able to slow down the pace. And number two, yung transition baskets ng Red Bull, hindi na natin nakikita rito. No? Their fast break attack has been stopped. And that's the reason kung bakit medyo alarm ng konti si Coach Yang Giao. No? He doesn't see the same kind of movement na pinakita sa kanya ng kanyang mga player earlier on.
And another 30-second timeout, this time called by Coach Ryan Gregorio after a turnover was forced on Red Bull by the defense of Purefoods. And now, here is our Astig Revicon player of the game. Mula naman sa Purefoods Chunky Giant. Makikita natin kung sino Astig dito. Off the miss. Look at Mark Pingris go. And he picks it up and scores. Our Astig Revicon player of the game is Mark Pingris.
Okay, it takes of its own medicine now. And may full court press ang Red Bull on Purefoods. Pero wala silang trap, ha?
Wala.
Purefoods, of course, giving that extra trap dimension sa kanilang press.
Here's James Yap. Medyo dinilay ng konti yung opensa ng Purefoods. Yap misses. Offensive board, Mark Pingris. Wala pa rin. And Wayback takes care of the rebound for Red Bull. Sila naman ngayon ang atake with 6 minutes and 19 seconds left. It is a 16-point lead for Red Bull. Cyrus Baguio working against Paul Artadi, and Artadi acknowledges the foul. Third personal on Artadi. Samantala, Fonacher and Rayback are replaced by Tugade and Villanueva on the Red Bull side. Here's Cyrus Baguio, lob pass inside to Enrico Villanueva, pero may sumabit. It's going to be on James Yap. That will be number 5 on JY. Samantala, Peter June Simon babalik muli para kay Paul Artadi. Coach Ryan Gregorio has been shuffling his men.
Always looking for fresh legs because alam niya, underhanded sila.
Oh.
Underman pala.
Here's Lordy Tugade. Long three-point. Tiam Tres. Wala sa pinalakas na Tiam. Power to the people.
Ngumiti. Ngumiti si Lordy. Pambihira yun.
Here's Roger Yap inside. Difficult shot.
Oh,
hey.
A lot of players down on the floor.
A lot of legs waiting there.
Dali, sana walang
Eugene
nasaktan.
Tejada. Ando si Mick Pinisi.
Nadaganan si Tejada already has a bad sprain that he's nursing.
He's holding on to his head.
Look at Eugene. Looks like he's witnessing in pain.
Yeah.
Ano sinasabi? I can't feel. Parang meron siya sinasabi, I can't feel.
Tignan natin kung ano nangyari dito. No? Nagkabagsakan niya, tatlong bumagsak eh. As Roger Yap went up for that shot.
Nakaupuan eh. And could have been his face.
Ewan ko kung yung ulo niya o
baka yung jaw eh. Nadaganan yata yung kanyang panga eh. Or maybe his, it looks like his neck.
yeah, they're holding on to his neck. They're asking for a stretcher.
Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Eugene Tejada is averaging 7.5 points in this conference, and he's coming to his own playing for Purefoods. And you look at him there, he is not moving. Yan din ang kanyang position kanina.
Yeah, I was talking to a referee, Boy Cruz. Sabi niya, ang sabi ng doktor, hindi pwedeng galawin, no?
Okay.
Baka ma-aggravate eh. And
so stationary position niya, no?
yeah, I hope he's okay. Nabagsakan siya ni Mick eh.
Oo.
Pero yun nga, sabi nga rin ni referee Cruz, hindi niya malaman kung nabagsakan sa
mahirap
ego, sa batok, ano?
Well, mahirap na mag-speculate at this point that we don't want to alarm anyone or any of the fans or family of Eugene. Let's just hope that he's okay. He's conscious, that's for sure. But doctors, of course, want him to stay still for the moment.
Just to make sure. Mas lalo lumala. Tingnan natin from this angle. Once again, what happened. Ayun, nakita niyo, babagsak si Mick Pinisi. Baka tumama yung paa sa mukha niya, no? I don't know. Hindi klaro dito eh. Tingnan natin dito. Rebound. Goes down and Mick Pinisi falls over backwards. Yung nabagsakan niya si Eugene Tejada.
Oo.
Pero wala naman sinasadya dyan. Wala naman eh. Aksidente talaga eh.
Very clear. Hindi naman sinasadya ni Mick.
Alright, so there's Eugene's girlfriend, Jenny Hernandez.
Jenny Hernandez.
Yes.
And she comes over to check on Eugene. And again, I was reading his lips and he was saying, I can't feel. So let's hope that may numbness eh.
Yeah, medyo naman hit siguro yan, ano?
Oh, sabi niya, I can't feel anything, and he's almost in tears. So this is such a harrowing experience here.
Well, Jenny likely knows that. Ito, makikita ninyo, pagbagsak ni Mick Pinisi, no? Kailan natatakpan ni Ricky Villanueva, so hindi klaro. Ayan, somewhere along that particular time, tinamaan, baka na-twist yung...
And from that position, when he fell, partner, hindi na siya gumalaw, ah.
Correct, oo.
He's still
Ayan, nagkukuha
lying
siya ng
on that
rebound.
same situation.
Ano yung isip ko, baka he might have twisted something when he went down.
Baka doon sa may bandang spinal eh. Because of course that's a very, very sensitive part of your body and it controls the motor system.
Well, they are attending to him, and I'm sure that everything is being done.
Well, let's hope and pray that everything is fine with Eugene. He's such a good guy, a great player. With a very bright future.
He was injured coming into this ball game, and he played dahil kailangan. It's been about 10 minutes, Akinito, at hindi pa rin po gumagalaw hindi pinagagalaw itong si Eugene Tejada, still sprawled on the hard court, and we have Patricia. He's on right there to give us a report. Patricia, what's happening?
Well, this is the latest on Eugene Tejada. Kanina sinasabi niya he couldn't feel his back, but nothing specifically. The doctors of Red Bull, Purefoods, and of course the doctors of the PBA were checking on him. As you can see, everyone is huddled around him. And at first, he was complaining about the back of his neck na hindi niya nararamdaman. Pero ngayon, as of late, Eugene Tejada did say na wala siyang nararamdaman from hip down, and that is the danger right there. But like I said, the medical staff of the PBA, Red Bull, and Purefoods are working together right now to find a solution and to help Eugene Tejada. Back to you for now, Ed and Kinito.
Alright, kanina nakikita ko si Dr. John Lim, yung doktor ng Red Bull, and he was parang demonstrating to one of the Red Bull people ang baka sakali pwedeng nangyari. Mukhang napuwersa yung ulo ni Eugene Tejada nung naupuan siya accidentally by Mick Pinisi. And you see Coach Ryan Gregorio and Mr. Rene Pardo going over to check on Eugene Tejada. And
well, also a look of concern here on the part of
there's
Red Bull
Dr.
coach.
John Lim. Yan po yung doktor ng Red Bull, Well, nobody wants to see a player badly injured, and
there's team manager Alvin Patrimonio putting his arm around is that Richard Yee, nakatabi niya. Of course, everybody's still looking at Eugene Tejada, who has been motionless since bumagsak siya kanina. Siya pa nakakuha ng rebound to, nung pagkatira ni Roger Yap.
Well, binubwesto sa atin ni Dennis Principe na medyo nagagalaw na rin yung ulo ni Eugene Tejada, and we hope that's a good sign,
Siguro yung trauma din, yung pagkabagsak niya tapos nataganan siya ni Mick Pinisi. There's Mark Pingris. Everybody's concerned, of course.
Yeah.
Member of the family yan.
Yeah, nakikita.
Of the PBA family, of course. Si Eugene Tejada.
Well, as we said, gutsy fellow dahil may injury nga siya pagkatapos kinailangan pa niyang maglaro.
Well, he responded to the call of duty.
Yeah, there's the girlfriend of Eugene's, Jenny Hernandez. Of course, naturally, very concerned there.
And this conference nung lumipat si Eugene Tejada from San Miguel to Purefoods, maganda talaga ang pinapakita niya rito, showing that he's living up to his potentials. He had a 16-point output in that Purefoods victory over Ginebra, had 17 points in that loss to San Miguel. 17, of course, a conference high para sa kanya. As Coach Ryan Gregorio now with all of his players.
Ngayon nakikita natin si Jun Lipot naman, well, hindi nakikita sa camera, but Jun Lipot is talking with Assistant Coach G. Abanilla of Red Bull, trying to, well, explain what's happening here, what happened in that scramble for the loose ball sa ilalim ng ring ng Purefoods. I think they're trying to, hindi natin masyado makita, but Oh, sabi nga ni Dennis Principe, medyo tumatango-tango na raw si he's nodding his head, si Eugene Tejada. So that's an improvement from what happened kanina. No? Of course, the problem here is that hindi pwedeng galawin. Ayaw nilang galawin, baka mas lalo makasama. So, of course, the priority here, the prime concern is the condition of the player. So, bagamat gusto nating maituloy yung laro, but owing to the situation, hindi mo napipilitin yan. Eto muli, yung nangyari, si Eugene Tejada nakakuha ng rebound, bumagsak siya, at mababagsakan naman siya ni Mick Pinisi dito. Hindi malinaw kung saan siya nabagsakan. Ang laki ni Mick Pinisi, mabigat yan And there you see.
Actually, nag-recoil, yung buong katawan ni Eugene Tejada. Upon impact, nung nadaganan siya ni Mick Pinisi, his body sort of just recoiled.
Baka nga
on impact.
Tama yung sinasabi ni Ibn-West na kanina ni Dr. John Lim na pag-upo ni Mick Pinisi dun sa ulo mismo ni Eugene Tejada. Dito, he is falling and si Mick Pinisi falling over backwards. Yun, mukhang sa ulo Well, he could have landed on the head or the nape of Eugene Tejada. Yun yung sinasabing recoil ni Eugene Tejada.
Yung body nung nadaganan siya ni Mick Pinisi. Could have also been a case of yung likod niya ang nadaganan din o nabigyan ng excessive pressure on impact.
Well, Dr. Sanchez of Purefoods is saying na wala raw maramdaman pa si Eugene from the waist down. So,
well, nobody's
just hoping
rushing
for the
things
best.
here. Yes, nobody's rushing things here.
Yeah.
There's 5:43 to go sa game na to.
Kahit yung Red Bull hindi naman nagmamadali. Dahil sabi nga natin, not a single soul here in the Coliseum would like to do anything that could aggravate the situation.
Purely an accident, and of course very unfortunate. But let's hope that Eugene will be okay.
Yeah, well, he's a sturdy boy, and we hope that this is a temporary condition. At everyone, we're speculating here. At siyempre, yung a more definite report will be forthcoming as soon as he is checked out in the hospital probably. Sa kasalukuyan po, everybody still huddled around Eugene Tejada at nandun pa rin sa nakahilata sa hardcourt si Eugene Tejada. So we'll just wait kasi ang problema rito ang ayaw pong gawin ng mga tao at ng mga doktor ay galawin si Eugene dahil baka nga makasama dahil yung mga ganyang klaseng injury maaari hindi naman natin sinasabing for sure maaaring ma-aggravate pagka ginalaw ninyo so that's what they're being very careful about. So everyone here is actually frozen at everyone is just hoping that Eugene will be all right and that makita po natin na maayos na muli si Eugene. Patricia, what's going on there?
Well, tama yung sinabi mo kanina, ayaw nilang ma-aggravate si Eugene. That's why they're not touching him right now and they're leaving him on the floor. As of now, Kirby Raimundo is holding his left hand as his girlfriend Jenny is holding the right. O magkabaliktad nga, Ito si Kirby Raimundo, kanina pa siya concern talaga dito kay Eugene Tejada. And Eugene was actually complaining that he could not feel the right side of his body, particularly his arms, apart from the loss of feeling from the hip down and the pain that he is feeling down his back, down his spine. So as of now,
so there is pain. He is feeling pain, Patricia?
Yes, he is feeling pain down his back, from the back of his neck, down to his spine, pero wala na siyang nararamdaman daw sa ibaba ng hip niya from hip downwards at saka sa kaliwang or sa kanang bahagi ng kanyang katawan. But like I said, the doctors of the PBA, Red Bull, and Purefoods are all here and are doing what they can. And right now, what they decided on doing was to keep Eugene on the floor right now, which is the best that they can do for him at the moment. Back to you, Ed and Kinito.
All right, so that's where it stands, mga kaibigan. The clock reads 5 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the fourth quarter when this unfortunate incident happened. Off a miss by Roger Yap. The rebound itong si Eugene Tejada. Bumagsak siya. Pagbagsak niya, nabagsakan naman siya ni Mick Penisi. At nung when the smoke cleared, kumbaga, nakita na lang natin na nakahandusay po ito sa Eugene Tejada, and he was crying out in pain. At hindi po siya gumagalaw from that particular position that he fell. We heard that there is word that the ambulance may have an ambulance may have arrived to fetch Eugene Tejada. At sabi sa atin yung the doctor, the team physician of the Purefoods has made arrangements already with the medical city. Doon daw yata dadalhin itong si Eugene Tejada as soon as they are able to bring him out of the hard court. It's been over about 15 to 20 minutes already, Kinito, na nakahilata dyan si Eugene Tejada. Any word, Patricia?
Well, kinuwento nga sa atin ang doktor ng Purefoods that Eugene actually told him that he fell on his buttocks, and when he fell, he felt a crack. So that's why the doctors are saying that he might definitely have injured the lower part of his back, and there definitely isn't any sensory or motor abilities on the lower part of Eugene Tejada's body. At the same time, the doctors cannot rule out any neck injury at the moment. And
Patricia, you're saying that actually what Eugene felt was when he fell down, hindi yung natumba si Mick Penisi sa kanya.
No comment kung ano yung naramdaman niya nung natumbahan siya ni Nick Penisi, pero ang sinabi nga lang ni Eugene Tejada, when he fell on his buttocks, that's when he felt the crack, and he heard the crack on the lower portion of his back. Kaya nga wala nang sensory and motor ability sa lower part of his body. Yung kaninang sinabi natin na wala siyang nararamdaman sa isang bahagi ng katawan niya, medyo namumove niya na ngayon ang mga kamay niya, kaya bumabalik na yung senses niya dun sa side na yun. But they still cannot rule out neck injury. As you can see, all the players are praying right now for Eugene Tejada. Red Bull, Purefoods, and even the players who are watching at home, the whole PBA community is already praying for Eugene Tejada. Currently, they are asking for a neck brace as they actually wheel Eugene, or try to wheel Eugene Tejada out of here so that they can bring him to the medical city. So far, that's all that we have for now. Back to you, Ed and Kinito.
Well, we saw a stretcher being rolled in. 5 minutes and 43 seconds po ang oras nung huminto ang laro dito po ng Purefoods at ng Red Bull. Lamang ang Red Bull ng 19, 73-54 in the fourth quarter. Pero na-aksidente po ito si Eugene Tejada. Ito, dumating na yung lifeline. Ito po yung ambulansya na normally nandito talaga sa mga laro ng PBA. At ito, medyo mas mukhang sophisticated na itong dala-dalang stretcher, no? At sana magawa nila ng paraan na hindi po mapasama yung paglilipat kay Eugene Tejada.
I also noticed kasamang Ed na si Mr. Francisco Alejo, presidente ng Purefoods, is also here.
Nandito rin pala si Mr. Butch Alejo.
Yes.
And everybody is concerned about the situation here. Patricia, any development there?
Well, you're right about the concern of everyone. As you've noticed, everyone here is in a somber mood. Talagang nagdadasal po lahat ng tao dito. Hindi lang po yung koponan ng Purefoods, pati po lahat ng players ng Red Bull. They're
Anong ginagawa nila ngayon,
concerned.
Patricia? Anong ginagawa nila ngayon?
Right now, the right equipment arrived for Eugene Tejada. They refused to move him in just any other stretcher. The doctors actually requested and demanded for a spine board and neck brace because nga yung loss of sensation ni Eugene Tejada, and they couldn't rule out neck injury dito sa nangyari kay Eugene because of that fall on his buttocks na sinabi nga ni Eugene, he felt a crack. So the doctors now are finally using the spine board and the neck brace, and soon enough they will be able to wheel Eugene Tejada out of here. Earlier we had reported that Eugene Tejada is going to be brought to Medical City, but as I was eavesdropping on the conversation of the Purefoods doctor, they might have to move him to Makati Medical Center, and we will be giving you updates on that. But like I said, Eugene Tejada ngayon sinusuot na sa kanya yung neck brace carefully, and soon he will be put on the spine board to be wheeled out of here from the Lifeline Arrows group who arrived to help Eugene Tejada, the PBA community, Purefoods, and everyone else here who are very concerned about his situation. Chinito?
Well, we see Jenny Hernandez there. You see her right there, and she's looking very distraught, very concerned. Assistant coach Ronnie Magsanok, si Roger Yap, head coach Ryan Gregorio,
Well,
si John Dan Salvador, who is also one of the injured players
injured
ng
din yan.
Purefoods, is also there.
Well, alam natin marami po naglipat ngayon who just tuned in sa ating coverage dito. We'd just like to fill you in kung ano nangyari. Actually, nangyari po ito during a rebound play. Nakuha actually ni Eugene Tejada yung rebound. Ito si Roger Yap po yung lay up dito. Magmimintis yan. Pagkatapos, nagkagulo sa ilalim Yun, si Eugene Tejada yun, kumuha ng rebound. Bigla siyang bumagsak, At ayun naman si Meg Pinisi, babagsak din. And ang sabi, ang report po ni Patricia Hison is that ang sabi raw ni Eugene Tejada, nung pagbagsak niya, may narinig na siya nag-crack dito sa may pigi niya, And yun, wala na siyang maramdaman mula sa kanyang baywang pababa. So ngayon, ito, more than 20 minutes na po ito na nangyayari at hindi po magalaw. Ito si Eugene Tejada on the floor. Ito, dumating na nga po itong lifeline to try and bring Eugene Tejada to the hospital dahil kinakailangan talagang mapatignan ito. So that's where the situation stands. Hindi po natin alam kung gaano kagrabe yung injury ni Eugene. Ayun, may neck brace na siya. And finally, they're able to put him on the spine board. Patricia, what's going on there?
Apart from being put on the neck brace and the spine board, na-notice din namin ni Noy Castillo that Eugene Tejada's lips are busted, especially his upper lip na namaga na medyo kulay purple pa. And of course, that is another concern for all of us here. The major concern being Eugene Tejada's back and the loss of sensation sa kanyang lower part of the body. But the doctor did say kanina, ang sinabi ni Eugene Tejada, wala siyang maramdaman sa buong katawan niya, but slowly bumabalik nga yung sensation sa upper portion, and we're hoping that those sensation will also come back for the lower portion of his body. As you can see right now, ladies and gentlemen, Eugene Tejada is currently being fixed and being settled as he is about to be wheeled out of here, and we do have confirmation now that he will be brought to Makati Medical Center. And Dr. Odulio, the doctor of San Miguel, will also be in attendance, so he'll be waiting for Eugene Tejada there, and the ambulance are actually waiting out.